My name's Graham, and I joined Kainos 11 years ago, and today I'm a solution architect. But when I joined the systems team as a placement student, and my responsibilities entailed like restarting servers whenever they broke and fixing laptops whenever they also broke. Everything broke when I was in the systems team, and I had to fix it all. And that was great. And that provided a bedrock of experience for me, which saw me quickly progress through senior engineering roles, and now where I'm in an architecture role. My role today is looking after the ops capability of around 120 people, is to make sure that they're fulfilled in their careers. It's to make sure that they're giving access to working the best projects available using the latest technologies, and that they're essentially happy in what they do. I feel very passionate about computing, the way industry is moving forward, and I want other people to be given access to the same opportunities that I had in Kainos, because the opportunities that we're seeing become available and the projects we're working on are just phenomenal. The Kainos WebOps Academy started 3 years ago here in Gdansk. The reason we made that decision was because we were seeing really strong demand from our customers. There was a gap in the market of people that could do infrastructure as code, that could write configuration management, that understood how to secure a web service. So we basically took 8 really talented people. We gave them access to the tooling and gave them space to become comfortable with it. And those people today, their careers have blossomed in Kainos. A lot of them are in lead engineering roles. So you can come into the academy in one or two ways. You can be a graduate straight out of university, in which case we're looking for, decent marks. But we're looking for passion. We're looking for you to show us that you're always trying to learn something new. You're always trying to develop yourself and invest in your own skills, because we'll make that investment in you once you join. And experienced hires, so people in industry that perhaps are in roles where they're not being given access to the most modern automation tooling or public cloud environments. We want to give you a space to become comfortable with those tools, so that moving forward you can use them. The academy program's pretty straightforward. It's 8 weeks in a classroom with a trainer, and the trainer is Kainos provided, so it's an engineer that's likely been in the position of the candidates that are coming into the academy. It's just there a few years down the line, and they give them exposure to some of the modern tools that we see and use in our projects, including Docker, Kubernetes, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Jenkins, Ansible, Puppet, Terraform. It's a pretty long list. So over that 8-week period, what you actually do is you'll touch all of those technologies. We'll try and give you our opinion and our view as to what best practice should be when you're using those technologies, and you do it as a group. So there's normally around 8 people that are as part of the program, and you work as a team to basically deploy a service onto public cloud. And as part of deploying that service, that's where the best practice comes into it. So you need to monitor the service, you need to secure the service, you need to make sure that when it's broke, you can fix it. When you finish the academy, after the 8 weeks are up, we kind of assess how you've done, and you might have shown a great aptitude at monitoring or securing a service, or you really love using Amazon, or you really love using Azure. We take your skill preferences and what we have seen from you in the academy and match you up with a project that we're delivering at that point in time. So those projects can be in the UK, it can be in Gdansk, it can be across a range of industries, from automotive to healthcare to public sector. It can be a real mix. So when you come out of the academy, you'll essentially join a delivery team, and you'll be the ops person for that delivery team, and you'll be responsible for coaching them on the same best practices and then on those tools you've learned in the academy yourself. I've been here 11 years. A lot of people have been in Kainos for a long time. It's not by accident. It's a great place to work. There's a great culture, and the work we do genuinely affects people's lives positively. For me, as a citizen, to have worked in services which allow people to join the electoral register and enact democratic change in my home country is amazing. The fact that on some of the projects I've worked on, we have allowed farmers to get subsidy payments from the European Union, which quote unquote allowed them to have a Christmas, because without the payment, their families would really struggle. To where I am right now, which is enabling 40 million people in the UK to access their private medical records, to request medication that could save people's lives. Doing that type of work, there's nowhere else I would want to do it or possibly could do it outside of a civil service or Kainos. The stage Kainos provide us as engineers to be able to use our skills to make people's lives better is unparalleled.